Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our program on Agni Nakshatram. Today we are going to start this program with a beautiful temple trip. Today we are going to visit a very ancient yet famous temple known as Thiru Pariyaloor Veerattam. The valor of Shiva in Hinduism symbolizes Lord Shiva's remarkable bravery, particularly against the Asuras, and showcases his courageous and heroic feats in battles, reflecting his strength and divine heroism. There are 8 acts of valor demonstrated by Lord Shiva. Those are Tirukandiyur, the place where Lord Shiva shoved Lord Brahma's 5th head to destroy his ignorance. The second place is Thirukovalur, the place where Lord Shiva destroyed Andakasuran. Thiru the place where the 3 flying fortresses were destroyed. Thiru Pariyaloor, the place where Dakshan's Yajna was destroyed and Dakshan was beheaded. Thiru the place where Jalandhasuran was destroyed. Thiru the place where Kayamohasuran, an Asuran in the form of an elephant, was killed and de-skinned. Thirukurukai, the place where Lord Cupid was burnt to ashes. Thirukadavur, the place where Lord Yama was kicked out due to Saint Markandeya. Today, our temple visit is the 4th temple in this order, which is the place where Dakshan's Yajna was destroyed. As of today, this place is known as Parasaloor. It is small yet vibrant village in Cholanadu. This is one among the holy shrines which have Tevaram hymns, which is located in the south of Kaveri river banks. Here, as usual, the Lord is known as Veeratteshwara. This is a very common name in all the 8 temples where the valor activities were handled. Here, he is also known as Dakshapuriswarar. His consort is known as Ilankombanayal. The holy tree here is jackfruit, and the holy waters are Shivaganga and Chandraputkarani. The temple is open on a daily basis starting from 6:30 all the way until 11:30 a.m. and in the evenings it is around 4:30 all the way until 7:30. The temple is very quiet as not many people are visiting this particular place. I want to discuss about a small correlation between some Padigam verses and this temple before we delve deeper into this particular temple details. In the 9th Tirumurai, which we just completed a 1-year program, we were discussing about one of the verse which goes as Takkannal Talayum, Yechavan Talayum, Tamarai Nanmohan Talayum, Okka Vindu Urula, Ontiru Puruvam, Merithu Aruliya Uruttirane. Same ways, in the 8th Tirumurai, Tiruvasagam, we have one another phrase which goes as Sadiya Vervi, Sarindida Devargal, Odiya Vapadi Undi Para, Uruttira Nadanirku Undi Para. In these both verses, they are referencing the Daksha Purana along with the word Rudran. Shiva is known as Rudra, which is very common in Sanskrit but not among Tamil verses. In order to understand this particular verse, we should actually go back to the history of this particular temple in order to understand why certain phrases were used in Tirumurai in certain places. Let's look at the Purana first before we get into a little bit more details. Dakshan was a very famous king who was an ardent Shiva devotee. He worshipped Lord Shiva and received a boon to have goddess Parvati as his daughter. When Dakshayani was born, due to the ego and ignorance of Dakshan, he grew more arrogant. I think that's a norm. After Lord Shiva married Dakshayani, King Dakshan performed a yajna. He invited all devas and devtas but ignored his own daughter and son-in-law, which is none other than Lord Shiva. So Parvati Devi went to see her father to advise him of the mistake, but instead she was insulted. When the immolate was about to be offered, it was not planned to be offered to Lord Shiva, which is a very big mistake. All these added up to the anger of Lord Shiva, and he ignored Agora Veerabhadrar in order to destroy the yajna. In Thirumandiram, there is one verse which makes the real meaning of this Purana more apparent. It says, when someone just recites the mantra taught to them without understanding the real meaning and use it for other causes, leaving the intended cause, it ought to bring disaster. That is exactly what happened in this yajna. The core meaning of yajna is to make offerings for Lord Shiva to please him. But the yajna was performed and they ignored Lord Shiva, and the immolate was offered for someone else. So the disaster happened. We can see the statue of Dakshan under the feet of Veerabhadrar in this temple. Dakshan was punished by being beheaded. His wife pleaded for him to Lord Shiva. So later, a goat's head was fixed in order to give life to Dakshan. Henceforth, this temple has become more famous for saving lives or prolonging husband's life. Even today, 60th, 70th or 80th birthdays are being celebrated in a grand manner in this particular temple. We can also see the statue of Dakshan, which with goat's head, worshipping Lord Shiva. Once Dakshan was given life, he started chanting Sri Rudram hymns and praised Lord Shiva. This temple is also very popular among students learning Sri Rudram. This temple also performs regular Rudra Homa. The sculptures are carved to demonstrate this event, which is also one of the significance of this particular temple. Now let's get into the details of this temple. We were able to witness the sanctum of our four gurus, Thiru Sambandar, Thirunavukarasar, Nambi Arurar and Manikavasagar. Karpa Vinayagar sanctum is also there. A very beautiful dome of Lord Nataraja and Shivagami Amma is there too. It's such a divine sight to witness. When we were coming around the temple, we witnessed Kashi Vishwanathar and Kala Bhairavar and Narthana Vinayagar too. There are separate sanctums of Ganesha, Muruga and Mahalakshmi. The sanctum of Lord Muruga is never to be missed. There is a beautiful statue of Lord Muruga with one leg on the peacock. Lord Dakshinamurti is such a mesmerizing sight. We could witness the four Sanagati saints sculptures too. Behind the sanctum there is Lingodbhavar, which is none other than Annamalayar. Shiva Suryan is also here, which is nothing but sun. It is said that Lord Sun repents for his mistake and hence he comes down every single day to worship Lord Shiva here near to this particular temple. There is also a Kshetra Balagar sanctum next to the Shiva Surya. We have attached the map for your reference. Please do visit the temple as part of this video. We are only giving you a taster. The real taste lies in visiting the temple and enjoying the bliss in reality. Virtually, we have shown you just to kindle your interest in order to go ahead and visit this particular temple. There's a beautiful site of the holy waters, which is actually said that that is the place where the yajna was performed also. Never miss that place as well. We are coming to the end of this temple trip now. We would like to pray to the lotus feet of Lord Shiva to ask for permission for you all to visit him here and enjoy the same blessing that we received. With the prayers, we are concluding this particular video. Thanks for watching. Shivaya Namah. Tiruchitrambalam.